Morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Let's start, shall we? Hello, hello. Okay. There seems to be a problem. My stream, every time I play it, it resets for some reason. Anyway. So today we have Microsoft Meta. And yeah, that's about it from the big seven. That's gonna happen after closing at 4. And we have FOMC, which is going to be very important. So our goal for this morning would be to just watch the price part and the price action and not really trade unless we see a very, very, very good opportunity on the horizon. No. We took the Asian high, we took the Asian low. So those areas are not a point of interest to me anymore. Because even if I would short, I would like to take this low at least, 462. So with that in mind, let's just hide the Asian session. We're not interested in it. And yeah, just be mindful of the news. We have some medium impact news at 10 o'clock as well. We have pending home sales. And yeah. GDP, oh, we had the GDP today, it's plus. Let me see. So the previous one was 0.5, now it's 3. How come? Just trying to figure out, because the GDP, basically, had we had a negative printing on the GDP, we would be in recession. US would be in a recession. But that's not the case, so I'm just curious about the numbers. Yeah, it's 3%. Yeah, it's impressive. So the economy is doing well. Employment rates are steady, so there's no need for them to. There's no need for FOMC to cut the rates. Because in case we're gonna have some kind of crisis because of tariffs and whatnot, then we're gonna. FOMC is gonna have some bullets in its chamber, and it's gonna be able to fight inflation, or it's gonna basically boost the economy by lowering the rates, and then people would be able to loan and to borrow, and Yeah, it. I don't believe we're gonna cut the rates right now. Everything is steady. Economy is doing very well, and employment. Non-farm. It was minus 23. Now it's 104. But still, it's steady. Mm. And still, this is ADP. The most important is this one, employment rate. So this is the one that we're gonna find. But basically, initially we have 100,000. They forecasted 77, so it's still good. Therefore, I believe we're gonna have a good employment rate. So far, companies' earnings are through the roof. Everyone is posting surprises of between 3 and 5%, which is good. And yeah, honestly, I don't believe we're gonna have many surprises. Spotify is in a pickle. I'm seeing here. Let me see, why is that? What's happening here? Impressive. They had quite a drop, huh? Yep. Mm. Okay, so they don't have any cash flow, which is important. They have more debt, but they don't have any more free cash flow. And yeah, they had a drop in earnings. Anyway, let's go back to the price action. If anything, I believe this is a good buy. You buy this for value gap. This is the low. Basically, we would be fighting over this high, the new week opening gap high. I just don't want to get involved in something like this at the open before FOMC and everything. So let's stay away. Let's just watch it unfold. But I really believe we're gonna take these highs. I really believe so. It's gonna happen now at the open. 30 seconds. Okay. The downside 407 would be the target. To the upside 525. But I'll take a partial at 421. I don't believe we're gonna have ideal price action today, honestly. The most is gonna happen at 2 o'clock. Like the last 2 hours are gonna be full of volatility. 4 o'clock as well, the PM like after hours would be interesting to trade. Might consider um, streaming the afternoon as well. We took this low. We're trading inside this fair value gap right now. Let's see how this is gonna look like. Let me just switch to E-mini, yeah. So I have two problems with this move. Any wick that is left like this, like a tail that is long enough, like this one, such as this one, is gonna be an area of liquidity, which we're gonna attack later. So any move up might be just a manipulation in order to attack this later, together with the lows. So in my opinion would be ideal to just run straight to the highs, take these two relative equal highs over here, and then for the afternoon let all of this build up, all the longs be confident in what's happening and attack it. Let me check the stats for Wednesdays. This is a bullish breaker, so you can use it as a point of entry. You can use this inversion for value gap. If the price is not gonna run without you. And if it does, makes the job easy because I'll be honest, it's moving too fast. Brings a lot of volatility. I apologize. So yeah, I just don't believe it's gonna be an easy day. Maybe the afternoon is gonna be beautiful because we're gonna have volatility, but it's not gonna be choppy. It's gonna have a trend. It's gonna have a direction. Even though we're gonna get manipulated, it's not gonna be difficult to detect. Like this is something I would like to see. But yeah, as much as I would like to buy this fair value gap, I don't like it because I have volume imbalance and volume imbalance. Even though we have a breaker, a bullish breaker. So we fill the gap on Nasdaq and ES. Yeah, this is a bullish breaker. This is a sign to buy. This is a sign to buy as well. So you would buy a 92 for 22. You can try it. Yeah, you buy this one and you wait for the highs, relative equal highs as well. If it comes back to it, I might even try it. Double breaks on Wednesdays, which means the first 15 minutes that are going to be formed will both be attacked, highs and lows. No, I don't like trading this. I'm sorry. I said I was gonna buy the inversion from the fair value gap, but I don't like the way it's moving. Yeah, I'll stay on the sidelines for this one. You can try it if you want. You buy it now, and you use this the middle of this week. You don't place it right here, but you can place it at 72. So you would risk 1 to 2. It would be your risk reward ratio if you buy it here. It's a bullish breaker. I was tempted. I think not trading and trying not to trade at certain times is more important than profiting. Keeping your capital, it's an important lesson as well. ES is offering nothing at the moment. It's offering relative equal lows, which is not in agreement with our bullish stance on what's happening. So another reason to stay on upside. So let's see if this is going to work out. You buy this, your stop loss is here. Your profit target is this one. It's 2.5 actually. Yeah, I guess that's good. Worth risking. You risk 100 for 250. It forms liquidity up here and also up here. So every retracement is welcomed. It builds a narrative for longs. Let's see if that's gonna happen, or they wanna drop another bomb, so to speak, and just create more liquidity to the upside. I really believe it's gonna be a very choppy morning, and we're gonna be stuck in this range until they decide to take us out. Most probably we come back down, and then we're just gonna, let me just get a brush or something. And we're just gonna take lows, take highs, take lows, and then we're just gonna go to the upside. But very, very choppy, unless they want to take it now. But yeah. This is an engineering liquidity up here. And we have SMT as well with ES. Yeah, very difficult to trade. I suggest to stay away. The only trade I would consider, if we consolidate, we take the low and we don't take these highs. And they just leave them like this. But yeah, that's the only reason why I would buy. We are in a premium on a daily. Morning. We are in a premium. So I would like to see more downside. Maybe take yesterday's low, stuff like this. Let me just highlight it. Oh yeah, this is something I don't want to trade. It's too choppy, and it's just not worth risking, because at the end of the day I'm choosing an ultimatum, which is this. I would like my ultimatum to be 50 points and above. But yeah, we traded inside this inversion fair value gap as well. Very good. I suggest for you to take partials a 22, a 25. You don't know for how long this is gonna run because you have afternoon news as well. So take 70% of your trade above these highs and just be happy with this choppy price action. Yeah, and now you get filled. Done. So what are you trading? Which prop firm? Which evals? Good. Congrats. 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 Oh, I don't know how to spell your name. Ready or Arhana? I don't. I don't misspell it. I can just call you Rainy. I guess. Ready. I guess. Mm-mm-mm. Amazing. Ready. It is. Um. Yeah, you shouldn't because of this. This type of candles. They're gonna happen, and as you can see, that was the target. That was it. 525. Imagine just holding on to your trade and being hopeful. So yeah, let's just stay away. It's been like this for the for throughout for the past month. I'll be honest. I'm extremely happy with our performance, especially on stream. We didn't have too many losing days, and I believe I'm up 4,000 on the month. Oh, amazing! Uh, well, I wish you good luck. And if you really like trading, the only way you're going to be successful if you don't give up. Most of the successful people that I know in trading, they've been in the industry for at least 7 to 10 years. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Which prop firm are you trading? Which company? Never heard of it. So are you trading futures or you're trading CFDs? Amazing. I never heard of the prop firm, but yeah, whatever works for you. I guess it depends on the country as well. Some countries they have restrictions and whatnot. So I tried prop firms at some point, for the sake of the channel, if I want to hire an editor and grow this channel and take it professionally, and not just as a hobby as I'm doing right now, I believe I'm gonna promote some of them. I get affiliated and whatnot, but thank you. I appreciate. I really appreciate it. Helps a lot. It keeps me motivated because it's not easy to trade, to put yourself out there, and also to trade live and let other people see you fail sometimes, which is it's difficult. Trading in itself is a lonely game. You're doing everything by yourself. You're failing constantly. People around you, they don't understand why you're doing it, because you're gonna have to fail so many times until you become successful. And only, yeah, it is more challenging. It has to do with psychology a lot, because sometimes I want to take some trades that I would be taking by myself, but I don't really know how to explain them, which means most of the times I might be gambling. So then I realize it's helpful to be trading live, but at the same time, let's say I overtrade during stream and a really good idea comes up and I don't take it because I have already embarrassed myself with the losses that I had taken. Then now when the good idea comes, I'm like, should I really want to put another trade and embarrass myself again? Or I'm just going to call it quits. So it's a double-edged sword, but I'm happy for doing it. I don't have a job. I trade full-time. I'm a profitable trader full-time. I don't trade prop firms. I trade live accounts. I have 2 live accounts. So yeah, it's just different. It's different. And I fully support using prop firms because you're not risking too much of your money. But I believe at some point there is a time where you need to switch to live account. I believe it's better. I believe you can use prop firms in order to get to the point of profitability. But once you get there, you just need to switch to live account. It's so much better. Takes a lot of the edge off and the stress of and the regulations of the prop firms. I can trade at any time I want. I can trade the after hours. I know what my margin is. I know I have to pay for commissions, but I don't have restrictions and I can withdraw any money I make. Literally every day, if I make $300, I can just take them out the next day, and in 2 days, max, I will be having them in my bank account without being stressed. Nobody has to approve the money that I traded and I made. So yeah, to each his own. Good luck. I hope you're gonna have success. And if you enjoy it, just don't give up. Look for strategies everywhere. Look for what I'm posting. Look for other people that are profitable and are posting. And try not to pay for memberships. Try not to pay for memberships, because most of the people, they treat this like a business. They sell you courses that don't have a lot of value, or their value can be found everywhere on the internet, and they will tell you they know their secrets. They know the secret, but they don't. In the future, if I'm gonna consider doing mentorships or anything like that, I'm just gonna give you full honesty. Everything that I know is on the internet for free, so you can either listen to me and the pieces of advice that I have, and you're gonna have to pay for it, or go to that channel where I will give you the lectures and do everything for free, but it's gonna take you time. So yeah, just be careful. When I started trading, I paid for mentorships, a lot of money. I think only for memberships I paid in total like $10,000 at least, and it didn't help me. The only thing that really helped me was being resilient, being persistent about it, and not giving up. So yeah, just my 2 cents over there. I know, but if you have the money, I had the savings and I was making good money back then from my regular job, and I just wanted to get into investing. This is all I ever wanted to do. Not since I was a child, but I grew up and I started reading like a lot of like financial books and non-fiction books. So trading for me looked the most appealing. I started with investing and whatnot, but then I got into trading, and yeah. Long term, I'm gonna be a swing trader. I'm gonna be trading futures, stock options. But right now, for the sake of content, and because I've been practicing for the past 3 years on Nasdaq, I'm gonna continue trading Nasdaq until I build a nice enough portfolio. I think when I reach 200,000 or something like this in cash, I will switch to swing trading as well. So far, we made only 3,000 on this live account and 2,000 on the other. So long way to go. I just hope I'm going to be able to document everything on YouTube and just build this account from ground up. But yeah. So right now, in terms of trading strategies or any idea, I don't believe we should trade off of anything, because we're stuck in this range. And usually on Wednesdays, the stats say, let me show you the stats real quick. On Wednesdays, we're going to have double breaks 76% of the time. What does that mean? That means that for the past 3 months, we have taken the highs and the lows of the first 15 minutes. So longs right now are not good unless we take this low. Shorts might be good if we come back here. That would be ideal. We come back here, and once we reach here, we have a 75% chance of taking 450. That's an interesting idea as well. But yeah, right now I'm not really interested in shorting 480 for 450. Plus, we're in the middle of the range. I would really like for us to touch this gap first. That would be interesting. Because we're in a premium, right? On the daily. Yeah, but our target would be the new week opening gap. So right now I would like for this price to consolidate, go upwards into this gap. Do some of this, come here, and then crash. So then if I short at 500, is worth my risk, because I'm gonna be having 50 points of profitability if the plan goes our way, of course. So very interesting how this new week opening up kept the bodies on the 1 minute and on the 5 minute. So interesting for study. Hmm. Yeah, I would never short this. Never. I don't have a reason to short it. Like, okay, this inversion fair value gaps, but I would still like to see this gap filled. On ES, we have relative equal lows. Let me show you. Interesting. These two, like this liquidity build up here. So nice. So we're either going up and we try a trade, or we're just gonna watch how everything pans out. Such an ugly arrow. Can we make it smaller? Dope. Okay, better. Trade up here, and then from here, we take this low. I guess they're just gonna dump it now. Would be interesting to see a rebound now. After all these people have shorted here. If I see that in 30 minutes we're still gonna be stuck in this range, I'll turn off the stream and I'll be back at 2 o'clock and we can just watch together FOMC. I'll just be back in 1 minute. Still, we have also liquidity here, this low and this low. So I really believe we're gonna take 450. It just depends on how that's gonna happen. Right now, I don't feel comfortable shorting. I don't have a stop loss to place, and that's about it. Even though it's crashing from this point on, I would not be comfortable in a trade without having a viable stop loss. Right now it's just these two highs over here. They look very shady to me. I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. No. Okay. Let's just place the limit order. If it's gonna be 3 or 2, I'm gonna decide after I place the stop loss. Okay, let's try it like this. The more we leave this candle open, the more I like it. So could be. Let's see if we're gonna get filled. You can just go to the lows right now because you already took this liquidity. So you can even try to short it now, put this high and aim for the lows. This can be an inversion fair value gap. Another idea would be to short this inversion fair value gap, but you would risk 15 for 30, 1 to 2. But yeah. Only 4 points away. What can we do? This can be an interesting short idea. I just use the high. On E-mini, we have relative equal low. So basically my idea is to short this inversion fair value gap, first presentation fair value gap, give this back and just attack the lows and be done. Yeah, we have SMT as well. But it's not just that, we have relative equal lows here on E-mini, and we have also relative equal lows. So basically, if ES wants to attack these lows, maybe on Nasdaq we can take 450 as well. Let's see. It's very choppy, so it can go against us at any point with one big ugly candle. I don't really like how this is building up. So I believe after all we're still gonna attack this. Let's see. Choppy day. As expected. We are more in profit than we are in a loss, so that's always a good sign. Usually when you have a bad trade, it just goes straight to red and you know it. Now we are at equilibrium. uh, Streamer's curse. I talked about it. Uh, no, they're coming after me. Well, now, am I supposed to try and short this again? Or they're gonna leave it for later? Mm-mm. Fair value gap. Inversion fair value gap. This looks like a good buy. Mm-mm-mm. It was a good buy. Let's see, trade above 516. We touched a new week opening up again. Not really interesting in buying right now. I know we have inversion fair value gap, fair value gap. I just don't like it because we have equal lows here, and that's about it. This can be a setup, or we can just take the high. But yeah, too late for longs right now. This was a good buy. We have SMT with ES. Inversion and bullish fair value gap. Let's see how we're gonna trade inside this one. I don't regret trying to short here. We had relative equal lows and the low of the first 30 minutes, so Still believe it was a good idea. Looking a bit at the stats for Wednesday. Still double breaks for the first 30 minutes. So yeah. Maybe it's good for us to take this high and come lower afterwards. That would be interesting. I was thinking about a buy if it's worth it. 0 to I'm just not a big fan of this price action. So I'm a bit skeptical, even though this would be a good buy. As much as this one was. Like seeing now, I would like for the price to just take the high, not tease as much. So sideline series for this one. If we're gonna take this high, how high can we take it? If anything, I'll like short. And basically, the first 30 minutes or even 1 hour. Yeah. We have taken the high, 70% chance we're gonna come for the lows. That would be interesting now. I'll wait a bit. Maybe we have a breaker or an order block or something. We can short. Yeah, no reason for me to place a short right now. As much as I would like to, um, I want to see a break in market structure, like taking this low or forming new lows that will be attacked. I'll wait until 11, and if we cannot find a short idea, I will come back at 2 o'clock, and that's about it. I don't want to force anything knowing we're going to be like this for the rest of the day. I was just hoping we're going to attack this low during the morning session, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, not a fun market to trade in. Ideal would be to take this low now. I don't wanna. I don't want this high to be taken again. It's kind of a sign of continuation. I like that we have formed three highs here. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, taking this low now and just continue lower. Mm. Yeah, not much to do. Mhm. Let's wait 15 more minutes and then we're done. What a boring price action. Those retail traders that like triangles and flags and bullish flags and whatever, they will be disappointed now when this drops. A lot of liquidity build up here. Low, 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 zang. Yeah. In the first 60 minutes, they're green. We're gonna have a green day. So even if we have a correction, we're gonna go back up. Nothing we can do here. Even now, thinking about it, I'm still eyeing these relative equal lows, but I think that's for FOMC. Honestly, this looks like it's gonna break out. Yeah, that's it for us. I don't believe I can do anything else. Um, just one of those days. We cannot win them all. I still think my idea was solid due to the fact that we still have this liquidity here. Mm, one thing that I did wrong was not buying this fair value gap when I called it. Yep, that's about it. Now I'm gonna let the price run, do its thing, and I'll come back at 2 o'clock and we're gonna see what I have to say about rates and everything else. Then maybe we're gonna look at the after hours and see the earnings of Microsoft and Meta. That's about it. Thank you very much for joining today, and I'll see you later today or tomorrow. Stay safe.